in the office. Yesterday I did a vlog in the van at the Indian hospital. Nick and I just got back from putting fuel in it, and he's in the Suburban taking my son Brandon to he's got to take money out of his business account at the bank and put it in his on his burner card. I went and got me a new burner card yesterday. Got it activated. Now all I've got to do is wait and they'll send me a permanent one. I think they have the same 16 digit or whatever it is. I spoke with my younger sister. She's my little sister. And I wished her a happy birthday on Facebook. Then I called her on this phone because I can actually have a conversation on it. I've got to take time when I get time to go get this phone looked at by the folks at US Cellular. When I called my sister, she was studying scripture. She was in Romans, and I don't believe there are such things as coincidence. And I didn't tell her this, but on my personal scripture study, I'm in Romans 8th chapter, verse 9. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if so be that the Spirit of God dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of his. And basically what that means is, if Yeshua ben Miriam, if Jesus doesn't own you, he will spew you out of his mouth. Doesn't mean he doesn't love you, just means you can't abide in his presence if you're evil. I gotta get a sip. But I digress and I go back. Little sister, happy birthday. I hope it is a fabulous birthday for you if you and JD watch this. It's 1:35 in the afternoon, 1:40 actually, and I've got work I've got to do in here. Even though it's just Wednesday, I've got things I have to attend to. I would like to take my wife and do something with her, and took her pickup earlier, had to go pay, oh, and I better find that. What did I do with it? Yeah, I did. I put it down there. Receipt for paying the insurance. Just a second. Oh, if I can do this before I sneeze. I'm not doing any eBay stuff today. Tomorrow I'll do that. Nick is going to be working on the drone. I probably could take this out and show you right there. Got to dust it off. We're building a landing platform on that, but it's larger than the drones I have. Oh, sorry about that, but just a little bit of my world. And like I told my little sister, through that wall right there, we've got to put a second floor down. It's just got one. We'll get some stuff and do that before you and JD bring my brother's stuff down here. I think the room's big enough. It can accommodate it. As a matter of fact, I'm sure it can. Tomorrow's the first full day of school. Cheyenne, my 17-year-old, I think that's how old he is, Linda will correct me, grandson, he's been evaluated. He's a genius. He just has Asperger's. Let me get a sip. So I will now announce to the whole world something I'm supposed to keep secret. He's working on a secret project down at the college in Ardmore. They're doing a commercial for eating crickets and grubs as snacks for humans. And I said, are you going to eat a grub? No. You going to eat a cricket? No. Well, why are you advertising them? I said, because it's my job. And that was so cute. You'd have to understand Cheyenne. He's just about as perfect as a young man can be. I'm wanting to separate myself from this office relatively soon and go into the house. Not a whole lot else going on, really. Go in there and change clothes. Take this out from under my bib. This is my personal. Right now, carry Pew Pew. It is a 45 and got custom stag grips on it. The other grips that came with it, I'm selling on eBay. Every Pew Pew I have, but the one that my brother-in-law JD gave me's got bone grips on it, and I'm trying to figure that one out. Even though the barrel on that thing's like that long, it was kind of a joke, but I appreciate the gift. The revolver that is a conversion from a 4440 over to 357. It was done by Uberti Arms in Italy. Dad gave me that one too. It doesn't have bone grips. It's what they call a unigrip. In other words, one big with a thing that goes down the center. It actually doesn't go down the center, it goes around it. It's an old school cowboy gun. Well, it was basically an U.S. Army single action that had been converted over to modern ammo. It's had the cylinder replaced with a spacer and the barrel replaced. Deadly accurate, but I've never put bone grips. Plus, it's now Nick's. It is his gun. And all his guns have buffalo horn grips on them, black grips. It's kind of his trademark. Even his 45 he's got a full-size 1911 45 that has buffalo horn grips on it. That's kind of his trademark. Mine's kind of, elkhorn stag grips. I like them. I think they're pretty. And it's it is what it is. Have church tonight. It's up in the air whether I'll be going or not, and let me explain why. I don't know until it's almost time whether I'm going to be able to attend or not because of all the turmoil going on here. I am thinking real hard going ahead and biting the bullet and getting an RV for my wife and me and planting it over there in the pasture by the driveway. I've been saying it for a while. It takes me a while to really plus it's got to be right. I'm not going out and going in debt for $30,000 when I can buy one for, you know, 5, 6, 7 grand. That's relatively nice. I want it to be bumper pull, that way I can pull it with my van or the pickup. One thing that threw me off yesterday, I almost turned around, came and got the truck and took it over to Ada for next doctor appointment. We were there and it just seemed like it wouldn't go into drive. And I thought, man, this is weird. And I was getting ready. It had great acceleration. I get there and it's just and it wouldn't have that low smooth run. And just as I was getting ready to turn around and look down, and I did have to make a U, come back and make another U and go to Ada, but the overdrive was off. There's a button on the end of my gear shift that you punch it, overdrive comes off, and it stays in the lower gear range. And it dawned on me what had happened. I left my grandson's 5 years old, Tigger. He gets into everything. He is all boy, and he's just about as perfect as a little kid can be. He says, "Look, a spider," and you look up and he comes up and he tickles your neck. And I got him back with it. He got Linda and I several times with that in the parlor and just giggle, and it's just great fun for him. Well, the deal is, I left, and I've watched him do this. If those doors aren't locked on my van, he can't really undo the doors on the pickup. They're too high up, but on my van he can get in there, and he has. And I tell you what he did. He got in there and he was playing like he was driving without a key in the ignition turned on. You can't pull the gear shift down, but he can push buttons. I've come out there and the radio's on, and I don't listen to the radio almost ever. And that was Tigger in there, so he almost caused me a heart attack yesterday. But he's a great kid. Now, my son Chris may be over today, probably be Friday, working on the Navigator, doing what he's got left to do on it so he can get it going. Today is his wife's payday, and I think they're gone somewhere. I don't know. Oh man, I probably should stay out here and do research and post stuff on eBay, but I just I've been wound up. I mean, yesterday was hard on me. I didn't let on the vlog, but it was pretty rough. Even with a nice smooth van, it was pretty rough. And today's no exception. I'm going to get off of here now, but Lisa, I hope today is fabulous. I hope JD takes you out someplace special to eat, or go do something together. He works very hard, and you told me you knew he was the one when you basically, I'd have loaned you the gun to force him to marry you. I've got double barrels. I got single barrels. I got pew-pews. We'd have got that boy on his knees begging you to marry him one way or another. JD, I'm joking. I'm a big fan of yours, JD Reed. I really am. You need to know that. Love you with my whole heart. Love your wife with my whole heart. You're my brother, not my brother-in-law. That's how I view it. Now, I got to get off of here. I've also got to make some phone calls. I've got a guy that got funny with my money. I'm weeding it out. I've got to get a hold of him. I have really large, very close black friend of mine that collects for me. And it's just business. I'm not being brutal or anything like that, but I will get what he owes me. And it's not a lot. It really is like $300 or something like that. But let me tell you something. Pennies make nickels, make dimes, make quarters, make dollars, and then you into some serious money. And if you don't attend to your finances, someone else will. And I don't trust anybody else with my finances but moi. I do have a better bookkeeping system than I used to have. It's not in paper bags and stuff like that now. It's in journals, and I do keep track of it. But I will absolutely attend to this guy this afternoon. And after I do that, I'll go in the house, change into some shorts and flip-flops, go in the parlor and sit down with my sweetheart and watch stuff on the telly, unless I can convince her to crawl into my van with me and let me take her and feed her somewhere. Folks, got to get off here. Know that this crippled old man, even though I'm crazy, I love you. I'm crazy about you. And I want you to thank God for your blessings, because you are blessed. If you're drawing breath, you're blessed. And like the sign right back there says, be kind. Always and ever be kind. We need it real bad right now. Love you. God bless you, and bye.